The 1960s and 1970s witnessed the nuclear arms race reach its most perilous pitch. The Cold War, fueled by ideological and political tensions, served as the catalyst for this relentless pursuit of ever more powerful arsenals. Both superpowers engaged in a technological game of one-upmanship. The United States developed the hydrogen bomb, a weapon with destructive power several times greater than the atomic bomb. The Soviet Union responded in kind, detonating their own hydrogen bomb in 1953. This wasn't just about bigger bombs, it was about faster delivery. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, capable of hurtling across continents in minutes, became the focus. The launch of Sputnik, won by the Soviet Union in 1957, sparked concerns about a missile gap and fueled the US space race, further escalating tensions. With each advancement, the concept of mutually assured destruction, MAD, became a grim reality. Both sides possessed enough nuclear weapons to annihilate each other, and indeed the entire planet, multiple times over. This knowledge hung over the world like a dark cloud, a constant reminder of the fragile balance of terror that maintained peace. In 1962, the world teetered on the brink of nuclear war during the Cuban Missile Crisis. The Soviet Union's secret placement of nuclear missiles in Cuba directly threatened the United States, leading to a tense 13-day standoff. President John F. Kennedy imposed a naval blockade around Cuba, while Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev demanded the removal of US missiles from Turkey. The world watched with bated breath as the two superpowers exchanged barbs and threats, each step closer to unthinkable consequences. Ultimately, a narrow compromise averted disaster. The Soviets agreed to remove their missiles from Cuba in exchange for the US pledge not to invade the island nation and to remove its missiles from Turkey. The Cuban Missile Crisis served as a stark reminder of the hair-trigger tension and near-miss scenarios that characterized the nuclear arms race. While the US-Soviet standoff dominated the headlines, the story of the nuclear arms race is not limited to these two superpowers. The 1960s and 1970s also saw the emergence of new nuclear powers, particularly in South Asia. The legacy of the nuclear arms race in the Cold War era continues to cast a long shadow over our world. Even with the arms control treaties and reductions in arsenals, the threat of nuclear annihilation remains a chilling reality. As we move forward, understanding the history of this perilous period is crucial for fostering peace and diplomacy, and preventing future generations from facing the same existential choices. This is just a glimpse into the complex and nuanced story of the nuclear arms race during the Cold War. Stay tuned for part 3, where we will explore the ongoing challenges of non-proliferation and the efforts to achieve a nuclear-free world.